Mic test 1 2. Mic test 1 2. What's going on? Boot up or shut up radio, y'all. Episode 123. We live in effect, man. We getting ready to go in just a second. All right. I appreciate everybody in here. Quashab Loya. I see Shakaya. I also see young man George Sanders in the building, man. Rigo Sandoval, what's going on, my brother? Y'all come on in. Make sure y'all share the video immediately. All right. I appreciate that. Share this video. Let's get it hurry up and get it out there for everybody to see. All right. And we got some stories lined up for you today, of course, once again. And we'll be talking about a San Francisco school board member said that Asian Americans use white supremacy, that type of thinking, to get ahead. All right, which is very, very true. We have Kamala Harris, right, as I like to call her. She says, what a hurting community, okay, and what a hurting community needs from its Asian American president. This is what the Asians are asking from Kamala Harris, because she is, a white woman and her mother's East Indian. She's Asian, right? Also, we have Rachel Dolezal. Okay, Dolezal. She's actually canceled her white privilege, okay, in her new documentary called, well, it's not called, but it's about Black beauty. All right, so we'll be talking about those stories and other stories coming up after this. All right, again, you are live with Boot Up and Shut Up Radio. I'm your host, Priest and Officer 5000, Awanya Allah, Banya Hawada, Banya Sha'ala, in full, rough, rugged, and raw effect, man. Only on ISUPK, under Commanding General Yohana, y'all. Let's go ahead and get this in. We'll be right back after this, all right? Here we go. Most High in Christ. Go ahead and get it in, because we are not these other groups, man. This is what we have to make sure. We're not these other groups, man. We're not.
MVP, the producer.
This is the ISUPK out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. And y'all niggas mad, huh? I know why y'all niggas mad, though. Because we ain't affiliated with none of you niggas out there. And that foundation what kept this building up since 1969. Since y'all want to leave home and cause all types of divisions and shit, cool then. The world already knows. It's just this simple. We not them niggas.
I told you we not them niggas. I told you we not them niggas. I told you we not them niggas. I told you we not them niggas. This is 1 West.
UPK, y'all.
You ain't about my father's business, stay up out our way. I told you we not them niggas. 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 This is 1 West. UPK. You ain't about the kingdom, niggas, stay up out our way. I told you we not them niggas. They are full of sin. Niggas, they the ones that are out there talking about raping little kids, nigga. Truth is they don't fear God. Well, truth is they don't care, nigga. Spoil the child by sparing a rod. Yo, Christ is coming to kill, niggas. No Edomites in our head. No Hamites in our bed. We love our own people, so no visit from the fucking Fed. This shit is so damn scary. Truth is and it's uncanny. They on back pages. In purple, on that pussy from a damn trim. Cutesy butch niggas from near me. UPK niggas unfriendly. We not them men didn't stutter. Lethal weapon, no Danny Glover. Some of these camp niggas are undercover. Law says to love one another. Smart as hell with these scriptures, but we'll them out for our brothers. I told you we not them niggas. I told you we not them. I told you we not them niggas. I told you we not them niggas. This is 1 West. UPK. You ain't about my father's business. Stay up out our way. I told you we not them niggas. 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 This is 1 West. UPK. You ain't about the kingdom, niggas, stay up out our way. I told you we not them niggas. They are full of sin, niggas. They the ones that are out there talking about rape the little kids, nigga. Truth is they don't fear God. Well, truth is they don't care, nigga. Spoil the child by spinning a ride. Yo, Christ is coming to kill niggas. No Edomites in our head. No mites in our bed. We love our own people, so no visit from the fucking Fed. This shit is so damn scary. Truth is and it's uncanny. They on back pages in purple. Order pussy from a damn tree. Juicy butch niggas from Mary. UPK niggas unfriendly. We not them men didn't stutter. Lethal weapon, no Danny Glover. Some of these camp niggas are undercover. Law says to love one another. Smart as hell with these scriptures, but we'll dumb out for our brothers. I told you we not them niggas. I told you we not them. I told you we not them. I told you we not them. This is One West, UPK. You ain't bout my father's business, say up out our way. I told you we not them. 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 This is One West, UPK. You ain't bout the kingdom, nigga, stay up out our way. One West to the death since 1969, niggas.
Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ for everybody that's in there, man. Listen, just give a little. See my brother Shemaiah one in the building, man. San Antonio in the building. I see you. What's up, Kabar? Kabar, listen, that's San Antonio too, boy. They in here deep, man. You know what I'm saying? What up to my brothers, man? Y'all know what time it is, man. ISUPK, man. Forever and a day till Christ's return, man. You know what I'm saying? This ain't a new joint, but it's new to me every time I hear it, you know what I'm saying? It's by Captain 13,000. Akkad Abariah, man. 144, man.
First breath I took a life too surreal. Second
all right, let's get it.
Was the pivot and strike, finish the kill. Influenced by Mike with every sentence reveal. I won't pay back, fuck a dollar bill. Remain calm as the pressure build. Gotta endure until I let this pump whistle at my foes in memory of Emmett Till. I only live to do my master's will. It's UPK, motherfucker. Ain't no cowards on this battlefield. Gone straight, but made greater. In my return, left to my mistakes. Every error was a lesson learned. Now I don't move, let's it get approved. Won't take a step till it get confirmed. Arm to take what was made for our sakes. March like a tank. One step will make the ground shake. My people sick in their head, Lord, let this truth spread like an outbreak and bring hell at them crackers can't escape. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I want payback for the scars in the slave memoirs. Till Christ arrive, I can't let it slide. Ignore the lies. The only free will that's before your eyes is life or death, nigga, you decide. This heaven was made for me and my fellow. I patiently wait with my eyes on the sparrow. And I pull the trigger while my lips kiss the barrel. Before I ever let a white bitch do me like Othello. I want out this wicked life like Romello. By any means, this devil pulling strings like Geppetto. Lay hold on this brotherhood, I swear I never let go. And fuck that silver spoon, got too much love for the ghetto. And the score settle with BB, I die for the cause. Just to hear them angels applaud. And I'm true by every word I say. Cause I know my victory on the way. You want it? Nigga, walk this way. This life may be hard, but I
can't give up. Won't give up. About this God that you feel so much. Come on, man. Boy, I can't be touched. Yeah.
I'm about to go hard and I won't give up. Could you tell me about this God that you feel so much? And why you look so tough? It's real, I be walking with the angels, boy, I can't be touched. Came through in the clutch. They hate but they can't doubt us. We princes of the power, what you know about us? Evil all around us. But a nigga straight, I told you I can't be touched. Holy angels walk at my pace. And I'm grateful for the words that had me delivered. I'm hungry for the glory, but I ain't eating till I feed my next. One West, what I die for. Attire out the book of numbers, this rifle from the Archangel Michael.
Right.
My niggas rebels, you can't deny them. It's 144. I be running to and fro with the Allah higher. My UPK soldiers ain't no folding or pretending. We in it for them crowns, fuck friends, we want dominion. In the election ascension, I hope I make it through. Give a damn what a bitch think, as long as my niggas know I'm true. Betrayed your kind to get success. We make it through the eye of the needle, nigga. I be a life may be hard, but I can't give up.
Don't give up.
I'm about to go hard and I won't give up.
Won't give up.
Could you tell me about this God
That you feel so much.
and why you look so tough? It's real, I be
Walking with them angels, boy, I can't be touched.
hard, but I can't give up.
Yeah.
I'm about to go hard and I won't give up.
Won't give up, man.
Could you tell me about
It's
this
God that you feel so much.
and why you look so tough? It's real, I be
Walking with them angels, boy, I can't be touched. Yeah, Captain 13,000. I caught up a rhyme in the building, man. Y'all know what it is. What up, Captain Yagar Watt? Holding it down, man. In Oklahoma City, man. Oklahoma, man. Laying it down. Naayan Pleasant sister is in the building. I see you, sis. What's going on, Kapaba Nath Manasseh? Most High in Christ. Good to see you here. Flint, Michigan, in the building, huh? Napash Kaya. What's going on, my brother? Appreciate you sharing. All right, Atlanta, Georgia, in the building, man.
Rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless.
My brother Dwayne Davis, shalom, bro. Most High in Christ. ISUPK and affiliated with no other Hebrew Israelite group, man.
No affiliation, why they faking? This ain't for debating. We the real, they really imitation. I be contemplating why this ain't on like heavy rotation on radio stations. I just pray the Lord give me patience, cause I'm running through these rappers like my name Walter Payton. Shitting on these rappers, 9 to 5 is my occupation.
Raw.
You come in with your best troops, you best bring more. Already told you I got the juice like a Renthal. Already know what I'm about to do, bet your men fall. Everyone know that we got the truth, all your men falls. So boss, overtaking our enemies. Moves calculated and orchestrated like symphonies. Smooth operated when bringing haters the misery. Top 5 list ain't shit
Unless you mention me.
Yeah. That's why we don't associate. Fuck niggas make them more fuck niggas. Why they procreate? Why they overhate? Cause they time is short and a moment late. Let it culminate to they harder race and it palpitate. Cowards perpetrate like they little group is respectable. Talking intellectual. All of you homosexuals. Faggots.
Yeah.
There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can
There's
match
Officer
me.
Daniel Allah.
My style is impetuous. My defense
And
is
Captain
impregnable.
Tahawar, King
And I'm
Ty in the
not
building,
ferocious.
man.
I want your heart. I want to eat his
I don't
children.
want to congregate, I don't want to deal with
Nah.
you. I don't want to fellowship, I ain't trying to
Deal with you.
Ain't the UPK, ain't the truth, keep it real with you. Defenders of the faith, I got no problem bumping
Heads with you.
All that bullshit, you can take it over there
Yeah, with you.
You'd rather be a houseboy, rather run with them
Feel,
field niggas.
nigga.
Show them to put in work, move mountain, crush hills, nigga. Take a dead soul, breathe life and make it live, nigga. No
Yeah.
affiliation, so it's no one to compare
That's
with
it,
us.
yeah.
Took the Lord's laws and just added it with fear, nigga. Aim for the body, cause you know like killer head quicker. With these bars, I'm on my grizzly.
So bear witness.
You spit cold, I spit flu. Don't compare sickness. You floss diamond, I floss fringes. Don't compare dentists. UPK, we men the wall shit. We ain't Christian. Harm one of us. Get pistol whipped like the gun got a belt with it. I'm bred different. The competition just a mill. I'm fed different. I stood front line on them fields. I bled different. I'd rather be a corpse than a cow. I'm led different. I'm led different. Come through like a juggernaut, so don't get in the way.
Nah.
We take everything serious.
We don't play.
I wonder now what they gon' say. Shit, we make profits out of shooters
Like
like,
the NBA.
You get slayed for switching sides, nigga. We ain't on the same page. Immaculate conception. Wow. These niggas bitch made. I'm sticking with the foundation where my bricks laid. You switch sides, I'd rather
Switch K's.
You was never with us,
Nah.
nigga. Just know we on mission, nigga.
Yeah.
Right hand hold the scriptures, nigga.
Yeah.
Left hip hold the pistol, nigga.
Yeah.
How you want it? You can get it spiritual virtue of physics, nigga.
Come on.
Wrong ones to come against, so bring an
Army with you.
No affiliation when you see us, make the difference with us.
No affiliation.
When you see us, know we different, nigga.
No affiliation.
So no, you can't kick it with us.
Nah.
The wrong ones to come against, bring an
Army with you. Yeah, what's up, Malakati? Officer Malakati in the building, Austin, Texas. Sunshine J in the building, man, from Greenville. We get started, man. You are now locked in, man. ISUPK. It's Boot Up or Shut Up Radio. Every Sunday from 8 p.m., 10 p.m. Make sure you share, y'all. Y'all lock in with us, man. Yeah. Get a couple more for you. Gonna get a couple more of these slam hits for everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Put it in like we always do, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's real music, man. Let's get this Cali, man. We got Kwamwa, Captain Kwamwa, man. Big up to Captain Kwamwa, California, man. Pull that different flavor in here, man. Let's get it in here, man. That's right. Let's get it. Yeah.
Where the soldiers at? Where the black men get together by the thousands and say, enough is enough. We ain't gonna be killing each other no more.
I woke up today in reality, looking at my people and the casualties. Misunderstood for having some morality, but my people there in spirituality, Lord knows. Just a young Hebrew from Killer, California. Used to thug in the streets with no sense of order. Used to love to press the line, even test the water, and almost lost my life from slanging and hanging on that corner. I learned to cut the grass so I could see the snakes. I had to decipher between the real and fake. And nowadays all these niggas do is hate. Treat you like a bitch, sit back and try to manipulate. Yeah, that's why I got it on my own too. You see me rocking with the Hebrews. UPK is how we do. Stand for the Lord, the mother niggas is see-through.
Where the soldiers at? Where the soldiers at?
Yeah. All right, UPK California in the building, man. Yeah.
Wake your game up, my nigga. Ain't no time for this shit. I know you sitting back thinking that life is a bitch. Yes, my nigga, I understand. My nigga, I feel your pain.
Yeah.
My nigga, we gotta change. This for the king, this for the king.
It's safe to say we curse today, trying to find another way, but all they do is take away, trying to pray the fake away while trying to find a safer way. So we can face to face, please Lord save the day, cause everybody at my job always got some shit to say. You might think this shit is crazy, but I deal with this every day, knowing that we paved the way. I had it up to here today, listen to the shit to say, make me wanna catch this case or even if they face away. But I know what them scriptures say, we gon' wait on judgment day, thinking it ain't coming, thinking the Lord bluffing, waiting on the day it's gonna be harder than the oven, though they treat me like a slave, wanna see me in the grave, hate to see a nigga brave, hate to see a nigga brave. It's hard at my job, but I'll be too wide, knowing that this cracker's gon' get it no problem. It's hard at my job, but I'll be too wide, knowing that this cracker's gon' get it no problem.
Wake your game up, my nigga. Ain't no time for this shit. I know you sitting back thinking that life is a bitch. Yes, my nigga, I understand. My nigga, I feel your pain. My nigga, we gotta change.
Yeah.
This for the king.
Yeah.
This for the king.
That's right. Most High in Christ, man. Y'all know what time it is already, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go ahead and get this in, man. This is ISUPK, man, in full effect, man. You see what I'm saying? Y'all know what time it is. You locked in right now, man. Boot Up or Shut Up Radio. That's what it is, all right? We're going to go ahead and get Precinct Captain 13,000.
ISUPK.
Boot Up or Shut Up Radio live with Priest and Officer 5000 and Wanya Allah. Tune in every Sunday night from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time. It's gonna be informative and provocative. Also broadcasted live with Priest and Captain of 13,000. Kahantham Yard will be reporting live from hell, using the Holy Scriptures to bring truth to the blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians in America. The 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel. Boot Up or Shut Up Radio live every Sundays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time.
Boot Up or Shut Up Radio. Home of self-mutilation. Whatever verse you pull out the Bible, you gon' cut yourself.
Most High in Christ. What's going on, everybody? I see everybody in the building, man. ISUPK, Boot Up or Shut Up Radio live. What up to everybody in the chat, man? I see y'all. I try to give shout outs to everybody I saw. Again, I appreciate all the ones who were sharing this video and getting this out here. Like I said, you know, these social media platforms, these digital services, man, is the way that we get this word all across the planet Earth, man. And guess what? We depend on you all to do that, all right? So it's got to come from you all to be able to do that. So again, the water in the Hebrew, thank you for every brother and sister, Akim or Akwatian, that are in here that support Boot Up or Shut Up Radio, man. And we're going to go ahead and get in. We have Priest and Captain 13,000. Kahan Thumyard is in the building, man. He's on deck right here. What's going on, Cap?
Hey, shalom, brother, Lord in Christ. Can you hear me?
I'm gonna turn you up a little bit, but you good. I can hear you loud and clear, sir.
Any background noise?
It's faint. It's there, but it's real faint. It's not gonna get in the way of your message.
Okay. Most High in Christ. Suwada too. I want y'all for having me on, shalom.
Khan.
Brother, what's going on?
Oh man, shalom. You have about your mess. So everything is going good. Again, America is falling, Cap. You know what I'm saying? America is falling, so fast. And, it's actually telling on itself with all of the things that come up every single day. And so we can't make it up. I mean, these things just keep, overloading and just spilling over like British Petroleum did and Exxon Valdez. You know what I'm saying? It's just nonstop spillage, man. And so, the truth is going to reign. But in order for the truth to reign, as far as, our brothers and sisters in America, everything else has to fail. Just like the scriptures say, everything has got to fail everybody, and every outlet, every source that these people are trying to use, you're going to look around, y'all, and everything you put your hands on is going to fall until you realize that following the Lord, man, listen, in the ISUPK, that's it right there. But following the Lord, man, is the only way. Coming back to our heritage, man, coming back to our book called the Bible is the only way that we're going to move forward. But, we're going to go over these stories tonight, and you're going to find out who's on whose side, right? And you're going to find out who's who all in America today, all right? And we're going to do that by way of Captain Kahan. Let's go ahead and get it, my brother. Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's get it in, my brother.
All right. So the first one we're going to go ahead and go in, first story sent to me was a San Francisco, all right? It's a San Francisco board member. This is absolutely crazy, y'all. But it's a San Francisco board member said that Asian Americans use white supremacy, all right, that type of thinking, the white supremacy thinking, to get ahead in old tweets. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into that, Cap. Now
you see that? now you know, man, I want y'all to, there's some truth to that.
Oh, yeah.
See,
it's true.
They've been trying to push that stop Asian hate campaign on black people.
Right.
But we know that's how they deal with us.
That's right.
We know that the Asian Americans in America are just a couple of levels below the white man, but still a part of the white supremacy pyramid scheme.
That's right.
They play a factor.
That's right.
From what the Bible says, they are confederate against thee. All these heathens, they have the same mindset on this racial, social caste system that we are at the bottom of.
Right. That's right.
Go ahead, my brother.
Khan. That is so right. And we'll pull the scripture later if we have to now. Now here it is, y'all. This is
damn right.
Yes, sir. This is straight out of Wide Eyed Shut, man. We're gonna be spot on tonight, all right? We're not gonna waver to the right or the left. We're gonna give it to you exactly what it is, all right? So now we have that's the picture of the lady right there, all right? It goes in. Now these derogatory tweets, okay, that happen, all right? Derogatory tweets by the vice president of San Francisco's Board of Education have recently resurfaced, prompting several San Franciscans to push for her resignation. All right. So we have. Let me see. I'm trying to find out exactly where we getting this at. Let me see. Okay, here we go. It says Collins, right? The lady you see, Allison Collins, right? She was elected the San Francisco Board, Unified School District Board in 2018. She took to Twitter on December the 4th of 2016 to complain about Asian Americans who did not call out anti-black racism. Okay, so now she wrote that many Asian Americans use white supremacy thinking to assimilate, to get ahead, while many Asian Americans believe they benefit from the model minorities BS. All right. Now, Collins allegedly wrote these tweets as a concerned parent, hoping to combat anti-black racism in Asian communities. And at her daughter's most Asian AM school, members of the Recall San Francisco School Board group, they shared Collins' tweets on social media on Thursday as a part of an attempt to have her and other board members resign. The group wrote, "Commissioner Collins appears biased against Asian Americans," and as one of several reasons to recall the San Francisco School Board. So an apology, Collins addressed the backlash in a tweet and in Medium Post on Saturday, the New York Post reports. Now, Collins argues that her tweets were taken out of context. She did not mention resigning nor acknowledge that her words were racist. Okay. Now, a number of tweets and social media posts I made in 2016 have recently been highlighted, Collins wrote in her Medium Post. They have been taken out of context, both of that specific moment and the nuance of the conversation that took place. I acknowledge that right now, in this moment, my words taken out of context can be causing more pain, and those who are already suffering from the pain my words may have caused. I'm sorry, and I apologize unreservedly. Okay, so of course they had to apologize. Now the open letter, which
she should have not apologized.
Right, exactly. She should
have not apologized, and I'll tell you why as we read on. Any more on this or any more on this story?
Little bit more, and I'll let you go in. Well, not let you, but you can go in right after this, Cap.
Okay.
All right, Khan. So it says the open letter that she had now, which was written by various elected officials, declares that specific viewpoint. Okay, it was represented in Allison Collins. Let me see. Allison Collins tweets has no place in city leadership, and especially not in leading our public schools, where 33% are Asian Americans. Now the officials wrote that Collins' tweets are, quote now, hate statements and speeches. They perpetuate gross and harmful stereotypes and leave no room for nuance or potential misunderstanding. Now the majority of the Board of Supervisors, in addition to San Francisco's Mayor London Breed, have called for Collins' resignation. End of story. Can you believe that? And you
see this? And let me tell you something. And how is it hate speech to and listen, let me tell you something. Black leaders have so much dropped the ball on these issues. They allow these heathens to hijack the narrative that we experience every day in America.
Right.
In this godforsaken place you call America.
Yep.
And then allow other nations to capitalize off of it.
Damn.
What she is saying is spot on. Listen.
Right.
It's a reason they call Asians the model minority. Asians is what white people use to compare and contrast black people's success.
Damn.
And black people's failures. To say, why, if the Asians can do it, why can't you do it? This is what they do.
Right.
They need, we always say, that they have mastered integration to our detriment.
Damn.
They will use other quote-unquote fabricated minorities in this oppressive system. Keep in mind, all the Asians don't know how to speak English. They come over here, and a lot of them are illegal. But who do they call illegal immigrants? Our Hispanic brothers.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Our brothers and sisters from the Caribbean.
Right.
That is what they use.
That's right.
They use them to compare. They can say, well, but they don't talk about all that money they get from the government when they come over here. They don't talk about how they don't deal with Food and Drug Administration coding when they come to those restaurants they have.
Right.
They don't talk about that. How the sink's supposed to be on this side of the restaurant, but it's on the other side of the restaurant. How the dumpster's supposed to be on this side of the restaurant, but they don't talk about all that. They get away with so many code violations, especially in Chinatown.
Damn.
But you want to talk about Asian hate. Asian hate my ass.
Right.
And you want to look for black people and Hispanic people as a minority ally. We have no allies. Our only allies are each other.
Right.
Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, God-chosen people.
Right.
They are not our allies. They are using us as a footstool to advance their political and economic and social situation in America.
That's right. Damn.
Where are the Asians at the border with those kids in the border down there in the cage? Where are they at? Where was the Asian that stood there when George Floyd had a knee on his neck? He was Asian.
Right.
Get his picture up on there, on one y'all.
Kind of-
Get that picture of that Asian police officer with George Floyd had a knee on his neck. And what the hell was he doing?
Right. Exactly. That's right,
You know what I'm
Cap.
saying?
Kind of.
We must rid ourselves of these false leaders who don't speak on these things. They would have been like, no, not so fast with the Asian hate campaign.
Right.
Not so fast. Because we got some issues we got to deal with you on. You want to talk about Asian hate? You know what I'm saying? And as far as I'm concerned, the closest we ever got to Asian and black relations in America was the movie The Last Dragon, the movie The Rush Hour,
Right.
both 1 and 2, and the sales turned half off.
Right.
That's the
Exactly.
closest we ever got to black and Asian relations.
Boy. Good night, man.
What are they talking about, man? Let me get that scripture where it said they confederate against these.
Connor McCon. Yeah,
Talking
that,
to Charles.
Connor McCon. So we looking at Psalms 83.
Can you hear me plenty on one y'all?
Connor McCon, you coming through clear, Cap. No problem. No problem whatsoever.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
We have Psalms 83. Let me see what verse. We can start at the top or we can just go where you want to go, Cap. It says, all right, let's go ahead and start at verse 2, right? Psalms chapter 83, verse 2, and it reads, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. Verse 3, they have taken crafty counsel.
Every time something go on with us, they lift up their head.
Right.
And they lift up their head in pride. And listen, that pride go to all these different fabricated minority groups, those who, from the Proud Boys to Gay Pride, all these that sit around about us, they use our narrative. They use our plight and our struggle to capitalize and gain gains for themselves.
Right.
And their culture. You understand? They lift their head up. They lift their head up when we in these dire straits that we under right now.
Damn.
Continue on.
Come. They have lifted up their head. It says they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
You understand? They have taken crafty counsel. I mean, their counsel is crafty.
Mm-hmm.
Their counsel is not open. It's crafty. It fits what their agenda is.
Right.
It's not going to fit your agenda because it's crafty. That's the point of it. That's why oppression make a wise man mad. It's crafty counsel, meaning it's not overt. It's covert.
Right.
You understand? They deal in darkness. You know what I'm saying? Even some of our people deal in darkness with the goddamn black ops groups, IUIC.
Damn.
You understand?
Good night.
Israelite organizations. They conspiring also.
Damn.
You understand? Doing the work of our oppressors. Continue on.
Come. Verse 4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the nation of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Right, verse.
You see that? When they say let us cut them off from that, how do you cut a person off from being a nation? For one, you make them an individual. For one, you don't make them a nation. You give them a individual identity.
That's right.
You start to divide the flock. You start to say you gay. You start to say you trans black. You're gay black. You're lesbian black. You're queer black. Start to get all these fabricated terms and all these things to divide us.
Damn.
You understand? Start to separate. Are you a black Democrat? You a black Republican? Or you? Let me tell you something, man. All these things are crafty counsel, man.
Damn.
They take our efforts and they try to divert them so we will not be consolidated.
That's
because
right.
once we're consolidated, we have absolute power
That's right.
to control our destiny under Christ if we do it His way. But because we have went into all these different doctrines and philosophies and all these different fake identities, look at what we have.
Damn.
We have no strength, and therefore we're able to be spoiled. We're able to be destroyed and robbed. Go ahead.
Con. Verse 5. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
You see that?
Damn.
Go ahead.
Con. And then just
They're consulted together. Their consultation is against you.
right.
Why do you think that when it comes to housing, there's racism in housing, in the real estate market? Why is there racism when it comes to education? Why is it racism when it comes to healthcare? All these things are different things that would improve the quality of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to struggle in each one of those categories.
Right.
Isn't that something to wonder about? Do you ever sit there and say, well, damn, why is it on every aspect of what you would consider essential life, the quality of life we have to fight for?
Damn.
We have to fight to get proper representation. And you want to come to us with some Asian hate and try to shove that down our throat? That's why I thank God for Command Joe Young.
Boy.
And shout out to all those brothers out there in Georgia who was out there showing them all the Asian hate they gave us.
Right.
Going over,
Most High
running over
Christ.
all the in the camp, running over all and all the brothers out there, and the brothers out there in Alabama too, talking about all the Asian hate that we got to deal with.
That's right.
Whatever happened to that? Whatever happened to you shooting that sister in the head in California back in the 90s? You understand? In an Asian store. Won't let you go for a nickel. You a nickel short. You can't get your food in the Asian store. You want to talk about Asian hate? They better shit. They picked the wrong one. See, that's why they don't want us in the discussion on CNN. They don't want us in these discussions. But we would say, hold on, let's pump the brakes here. We got a list of things that the Asians have done to us. You want us to co-sign on this? You get your white people to co-sign on this shit. Excuse my language.
Nah, you good. Yeah,
They
you
shouldn't
good.
have. Now you want to get black kids to hold up, stop Asian hate in Georgia. In Georgia.
Yeah. They need us to do everything, don't they,
They
Cap?
got to stop. Let me tell you something. Go ahead, brother.
Now, I was saying they need us to do everything for them. Like, hey, man, they hating on us. Hey, blacks, Hispanics, everybody's hating on us, man. We need your help. Like, everybody wants our help to help them with their problems, but nobody's helping us with our problems. Just like that's a heavy verse you pulled out, Cap, when you say they lift up the head. Like, that's the same way the oppressor do, which is what this lady is saying. Allison is talking about, Allison Collins, because she's saying that, they use the same white supremacy thinking. So white people do what? They lift up the head. They get puffed up. You see? Oh, you need my help? Huh. Who are you? Who are you? You know what I'm saying? As we say, they turn up their nose. You know what I'm saying? We from the South. So, they turn up their nose, right? And so this is what they're doing. They lift up the head. They turn up their nose because they feel that we should be helping them. Like I don't get, everybody uses us.
Exactly.
But we can't use anybody. If we use somebody, then we wrong. But that's common relation. You can help me out, Cap, with the terminology, but that's when you're dealing with merchandise, when you're dealing with commerce, each nation uses each other. I mean, that's like a relationship. You use the woman, she uses you, you all working, figure out that commonality. But they don't want, like we are the most undesirable nation on the earth, man. See what I'm saying? Nobody wants to deal with us. And if we, give out a helping hand, it's cool. But if we need some help, oh, no, y'all using us. And guess what? We're helping people with no resources whatsoever. We freestyling everything. And we, the Most High still looking after us. That's why we need to come together, y'all, as a strong nation, man. The entire 12 tribes of Israel, man, and do what Christ said. Christ said, my people get fed first, man. You feel what I'm saying? If you got something over, listen, we're not like them. So if we have something left over, okay, we'll give it to them. But don't give your firstlings. Golly, you giving everything and your choice meats and your choice ideas and all your energy. You giving it away to other nation, man. You marrying into strange nations. You giving them your talents. All of that's in the Bible. We're not supposed to be giving our talents and especially giving our seed to another nation, man. All of that is the reason why they're able to manipulate us. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, Cap. You got it.
No, what you're saying is spot on, brother, because of the leadership.
Right.
Because of these so-called civil rights, quote-unquote, they've been riding Martin Luther King's coattail for a long time, brother.
Oh,
that
man.
time is almost over.
Oh.
They've been riding their dream, and a lot of them didn't even put in work. A lot of them just saying, I was there. You didn't put in no work. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are just trying to ride that wave.
Right.
That civil rights. That's the only thing they did in the last 60 years was march without the Martin Luther King.
That's right.
That's the only thing they did.
That's right.
What else have you done within 60 years? What else have you produced in 60 goddamn years?
Right. Exactly.
And then you want to see. And let me tell you something with these Asian people, all other races that's among us. They need us to stand with them or to go before them.
That's it.
Because it gives validation to their argument.
That's right, Cap.
It validates them.
That's right.
Because we are the face. Everyone knows this. We are the face of oppression.
Yep.
And when everyone thinks about oppression in America, trust and believe, brother. Make no mistake about it. You can go to any country on the face of this earth. They know about slavery in America for black people. They know. They sit there and tell you their job like everybody equal. But deep down inside, they know. That's one of the. When you get them alone and you really talk to them, they really know. They know that what happened, y'all. Not what's going on. What happened with George Floyd was on every newspaper on the earth. They had it, and they had it in the Saudi Arabia. They had his picture with that neck, with that white man with his knee on his neck. It was in. Kim Jong Un had that paper on the front of his desk.
Damn.
The next morning.
Damn.
They were talking about it in the international press.
Damn, boy.
The savagery of America and how brute and brutality they use against his own people, quote unquote, their own people.
Right.
We know we're not.
Right.
But this is what goes on. So they know. But with these leaders, that's why you need a proper hierarchy. The Bible says a wise leader will instruct his people.
Well,
if RSUPK you had the right men in charge in RSUPK, Commander Junior Hunter, they would talk to us before they do this. You was like, nah, we ain't taking a part of that.
Right.
Asian hate for what? That's y'all problem.
Right.
Go to the white community and protest. Didn't the white man shoot your whole house up?
Yeah.
Did he shoot that whole house of a spy you call a spy up? Huh? That's a sex worker problem.
Right.
You go deal with that. That ain't our problem. We got enough problems to deal with.
Right,
you understand?
And Cap, if I may, like look at the difference. It's like all these nations, they just ravish us, take out all of our organs, right? Take out our heart, take the the lungs out, the kidneys out. I mean, they taking every organ out, even the brain. They taking our whole brains, right? But then the Asian community comes along and says, "Hey, I broke my fingernail. Could you help me with my fingernail?" Why am I help you with your fingernail when you own all the damn nail shops? Help yourself. You see what I'm saying? And so when it comes to us, it's like we have to repair the whole, not just building houses. You see what I'm saying? And then not just, cooking all the food or giving all the ideas on earth, period. Not just that, but we have to actually help and cradle, like they babies, actually help cradle other nations. You know what I'm saying? In order to put them back ahead of us. And that's what we got to stop doing, Israel. You know what I'm saying? We don't help other nations and put them ahead of. Listen, Cap, when have you ever heard of, right? And we're going to get off this story. When have you ever heard of America to go to a land, a third world country, and go and help that third world country, give them the food and rice and, help build some places and start the economics and so forth, start the education system, and then hand them a card and say, hey, if you ever need any problems, y'all call us, man. We'll come back. Hell no. Once America come to help you and and they know that you hurting, they coming to your country and they're never gonna leave. They're gonna set up Taco Bell, McDonald's, all the little restaurants, but they gonna come in to take over. They never leaving. You see what I'm saying? And that's what we have to realize what's going on, man. We have to realize how we've been taken like that. See what I'm saying? And the only way we gonna do it is to have nobody come to our barbecues. You see that? That's why that's implemented in ISUPK. Is nobody, no other nation other than Israelites are coming to barbecues, are coming to the Passover, coming to any high holy days, man, even stepping foot in the school. You see what I'm saying? And that's how we have to be, man. We have to be a nation that's autonomous and a government that's an autonomous, man, in order to be respected. Because that's why people, you know what, let's go mess over blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Why? Because they got to be fools. I mean, they won't fight for themselves. They join they join their oppressors and they join the army and they fight for them and, they help them. And like, that's how we're looked at, man. We're not going to you don't get no respect stepping and fetching and brown nosing. That's not how you get respect. You get your respect by hanging with your brothers and sisters and doing what Christ told us to do, which is love ye one another. And you do that by staying strict on this book, man, this Bible, and dealing with your own nation. I mean, as much as possible, man. I'm saying, and that's not to say about finances as far as, dealing in commerce and dealing in merchandise. Of course, we'll deal with other nations. But guess what? We deal real strict with other nations, man. We don't give no leeway. That's how you get respected. Your children are not going to respect no parent if the parent is all lackadaisical and really not setting any morals and no standards in the house. They will run over that person, man. You have to set standards, and it has to be consequences for rules getting broken. You know what I'm saying? But here you have Stacey Dash. She can go somewhere and then turn around, go all in the white community and then turn around, right, Cap? Turn around and say, hey, I want my black card back, y'all. I want to come back to the cookout. I want to be black again. She should be absolutely barred forever.
That's right.
So everybody would know, you know what? Man, Israel, we don't deal with no other nations. And that's what we trying to tell you in class and out on the corners. We don't deal with other nations like that, man. See what I'm saying? And that's why all nations have a problem with Israel, because they can't implement themselves inside of being a quote unquote spiritual Israelite. Man, you got to be born into this. This is a birthright. And that's how we going to keep it. We're not moving to the right. We're not moving to the left. Stick with your own kind, man. See what I'm saying? And that's what we have to understand. We got 12 tribes, man. 12 tribes. We would take over this entire world and nobody could touch us, man. Christ will come, we set up rulership, streets paved with gold, kingdom of heaven right on earth. You got it, Cap.
All right, brother. We can move to the next story.
Come on.
Right.
I appreciate you letting me go. Sometimes I just get into it, man. I'm trying to be like you, Cap.
No, brother, listen, it's the spirit. It's the spirit, brother. Listen, we don't want to call. We don't want to call on this thing, man. It's the spirit of the Lord. You know what I'm saying?
Come.
The Holy Spirit, because what you're saying is spot on.
Come, sir. All right, y'all, we're going to get in. Let me see. Now, Cap, the other one, the one about the preachers, if you would like to speak about that, it won't let me do it unless I subscribe to that.
Okay, all right. Well, let's move on to the next.
Okay, come. That's a good one, though.
Story number 3.
All right, come. So we're at story number 3, everybody. Yeah. Story number 3. Let's go ahead. We already read that. Let me see. Story number 3. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Story number 3, of course, we just said it, Cap. What I just said, you ain't lying. That was the spirit. So now it says, let's get story number 3, y'all. I'm gonna let the article speak for itself. All right. We have story number 3 up on the board as it reads, man. What a hurting community says it needs from its Asian American vice president. Again, what a hurting community says it needs. Go ahead, Cap.
Come on.
Yeah, from its Asian American vice president.
Just read the article so they can understand.
All right. Okay, y'all. I'm just gonna read right.
From his first black vice president.
No,
vice president?
No, that ain't what it said. It said what a hurting community says it needs from its Asian American vice president. Yeah. Yeah, here we go, y'all.
Listen, do y'all now? Don't you understand
Oh
the
man.
goddamn brainwashing that goes into this transracial?
Oh man.
Like this Chameleon Harris.
Right.
Chameleon Harris,
Right. Chameleon.
aka Kama Sutra Harris. Like she's whatever they need her to be. Now I thought she was the first. So you Negroes went down there and said,
Damn.
we got the first black vice president, first black vice president female my ass.
Right.
It's saying here Asian. See, and listen, we didn't write this article. Who wrote this article here? What are we reading here?
We are reading an article by Sasky Venkatraman and Deepra.
What is it? This is NBC News.
Okay, Conor McCann.
NBC News.
Conor McCann. This is NBC News. Conor McCann.
Yeah,
Right.
Come on, man. Let's read this right here. Once again, this is to show you how they use their race. Once again,
That's
they
right.
pulling the race card.
Good
They
night,
pulling the
man.
same card they told you not to pull. Right or wrong.
Ooh,
They
man.
tell you all the time it's not about race, but as soon as something happens to another race of people, they quick to pull the goddamn race card.
Oh man.
This is why we try to tell you, man, you don't never give up your race card because they definitely use it right now. Go ahead and read, my brother.
Conor McCann. And that's heavy you say NBC News because everything has to get looked at and scanned before NBC News is gonna put it on. So, here we go. Now this is after again what a hurting community says it needs from its Asian American vice president. After 6 Asian women were killed at 3 Atlanta area spas on Tuesday, the phrase, quote, "Stop Asian Hate," unquote, trended on social media for 2 days, and a national spotlight was cast on a year of violence against Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. What is that about? Anyway, as a community grieves and says it is.
Look,
what is that,
year,
Cap?
1 year, one quote unquote year.
Right.
It's not even 1 year.
Right.
It's not even one. It's a year of Asian violence. Can you imagine? Like they can't even deal with. Like they can't even walk a mile in our street. A year?
Yeah.
A year of Asian violence. National spot. Now it's an epidemic.
Right.
Come on, man.
Come
Keep
on.
going.
Conor McCann. Crazy, man. It says, again, as a community grieves and it is gripped by fear, civil rights leaders say people are looking to the vice president, the most prominent Asian American in politics.
Hold on. Who's saying they looking? Hold on.
Oh,
What
man.
leader said? What leader said this? I want y'all. The Asian leaders? Who said this?
Oh, it says, it says, hold on, let me just start again. As a community grieves and says it is gripped by fear, civil rights leaders says people are looking to the vice president. Yeah, here, Coonan at its finest. The civil rights leaders say people are looking to the vice president, the most prominent Asian American in politics. Okay, Asian American leaders said
how many ways, how many times you gonna sell your ass without a refund?
Oh, damn.
How many times you gonna sell your ass without a refund?
Boy.
How many times you gonna put a red tag sale on your ass without a refund?
Damn.
Why do you take this is why that we gotta be spiritually amputated from these people, man.
Conor McCann.
Because whoever the white man says go and support, we go and support.
Goofy.
Whoever they say that this is the new fight. They told you that the gay was the new black. That the gay rights were, and them niggas hopscotch they black ass over there and joined that crap. And made it and skipped over once again. We still fighting that same fight.
Damn, man.
There are black. We got an article. We're gonna go over tonight. It's a black kid in school.
Oh yeah.
I mean, forget it. But these black kids in these white schools is. Let me tell you something. It's ridiculous what's going on. What the type of psychological damage is going on to these kids in these schools, man.
Damn.
You understand?
Okay.
Forget about peer pressure. We ain't tapped into that yet. We ain't even deal with that type of issue in their psyche with peer pressure, because they're not among their peers. You understand? They were outside trying to fit in.
Right.
We ain't even getting to that yet. Let's stick on Chameleon Harry.
Right. Conor McCon. Here we go, y'all. Good night. So now, Asian American leaders said the 2020 White House was one of the primary propellers of a rising number of anti-Asian incidents during the pandemic, as former President Donald Trump used terms like Kung flu and China virus attacks. Shunning and hate toward Asian Americans soared at that moment. Now, but in 2021, there's an Asian American woman at the helm. Okay, her job right now is critical. AAPI activists said. Okay, of course you don't know. I think there's Asian American Pacific Islander. They didn't made it up. All right. So now, Vice President Kamala Harris, right, and President Joe Biden gave statements to the press Wednesday condemning the Atlanta killing and extending thoughts to the victims of the families. They are both scheduled to travel to Georgia on Friday in their first scheduled joint trip since taking office. Officials said the two will talk to Asian American community leaders, but the details of the trip, including whether or not they will meet the families of the shooting victims, remain unclear. Quote, "Our prayers are extended to the families of those who have been killed," Harris said. "To our Asian American community, that we stand with you and understand how this has frightened and shocked and frightened and shocked and outraged. None of us should ever be silent in the face of any form of hate." They tell us to be quiet. Let me keep reading, Cap. Activists said that an Asian American woman herself, all right, Harris has the potential to play a confronting, uniting role right now. Her Asian identity also puts her in a more front-facing position. Yeah, Conor McCon, they put it out there.
Asian identity. Once again, y'all too stupid to understand.
Damn.
Talk about you vote. You're too stupid.
Damn.
And I mean that with all sincerity.
Right.
You're too stupid. Because just because they put somebody on a ticket and give them some cinnamon colored East Indian or whatever the hell she called herself, you want to run down there to the poll. You want to tie your souls to the poll.
Damn.
As your pastor say, take your soul not to the Most High. Your soul is tied to the pole.
Damn.
And now we got this whole propaganda, and you got to say. Let me tell you something. And check this out. If you don't participate in this campaign of Asian hate, they gonna say you racist. Imagine that. If you are black, this is the pressure they got on these leaders. If a black leader was to say the ones they paid and bought off, if they was to even try to resist and say, you know what, we don't really believe in this. This really ain't got nothing to do with us. They'll say you hate Asians. You see how they switch the narrative?
Man, boy.
You see how they always switch the narrative. So now they got a full out national campaign, Stop Asian Hate. Now I want y'all to correct me if I'm wrong, but did you even hear someone say, well, Asians kill other Asians? Did you even anybody say something like that?
Absolutely
I haven't heard
not.
Nobody say that.
Absolutely not, Cap. Absolutely not.
I haven't heard that the Triad and the Zagoozas or whoever else kind of gang, them Asian gang. You didn't hear nobody say, well, Asians kill Asians, so that's normal.
Right.
I didn't hear that.
They do, though.
I don't hear the same talking points when it comes. Exactly. They kill each other.
Right, and
but
do
I
drugs,
don't hear
everything.
Those talking points.
Right.
The same talking points they give to us when we talk about us, our face under pressure.
Damn.
You see, all of that disappear. And they disappear under the phase of the Asian race card.
That's right.
They pulled the race card. They didn't say, well, you know what it is? It's we all the same. They said stop Asian hate. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? They keep themselves separate when it comes to categorizing their oppression.
Right. Kind
It
of
said stop. It didn't say stop hate. They could have just said stop hate in general. Let's stop all hate. No, they said stop Asian hate. Pay attention to the propaganda and this machine, brothers and sisters.
Right.
We are teaching you in the Israelite School of UPK about the coded language. We're teaching you about how to understand and decipher these things. The very thing that they will accuse you of, they will do, and they will do it with success.
That's right.
You understand?
That's right. That's right. And if
your leaders have failed you.
Right. And Cap, if I may add, what we need to understand, right, is to counter them with the same, fight that they do us, meaning Black Lives Matter. Hold up now. All lives matter. Asian hate. Hold on now. It's all hate. It's all hate. It's black hate. It's for everybody now. But we sit quiet and we do what? We join them and say, you're right. Stop the Asian hate. And I've seen people on Facebook who are saying hashtag stop Asian hate, but have not said hashtag stop killing niggas. I have not seen that. See what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And I did see some, I did see something about,
it's more socially.
I did see something about like, stop, no, you good, Cap. I did see something about like, stop, George Floyd, the hate, killings of George Floyd. But that's because white people, Asian people, they joined in on that. So Negroes felt and Mexicans felt, you know what? They're joining in. Well, yeah, you know what? Stop George Floyd and the hate of George Floyd. But you waiting on them. You have to make sure that they with it before you say something, man. That's why that's got to stop.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We have to take that leadership role ability because why? Everybody's looking at us anyway. I mean, just rap music alone run the world. Everybody does what we do, except for what? Cower out to other nations. Everybody does what we do, except for what? Unifying with our own nation. And I send that out to blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians. If you want to be like other nations and you like to copy them and you always, you just got to do what other nations do, then why don't you pick up that trait right there? That's a strong trait right there. And unify with your own nation of people, because that's what they do. So if you want to copy them, you want to be like them so bad, do that like them too. You know what I'm saying? You got it, Cap. It's incredible, man.
Yeah, right, bro. Yeah, right, man.
Okay, let me get some more.
You on it today anymore?
It's a little bit more. I'll read a little bit more. It says, let me see. I'll go back up. Activists said that as an Asian American woman herself, Harris has the potential to play a confronting, uniting role right now. Her Asian identity also puts her in a more front-facing position as one of the only AAPI members of Biden's cabinet. For the first time in 2 decades, the administration does not have a single Asian American in a secretary-level position. Okay, quote, given that she is multiracial and a South Asian, that's an important role that she can play.
Once again, multiracial.
Right.
You see that term, meaning they can use you in more than one way. You provide racial cover.
Man,
once again, you're part of the establishment.
That's heavy, man.
This is what goes on. Go ahead, my brother.
Colonel McCunn, given that she is multiracial and is South Asian, right? Notice how they said that, Cap. They didn't say knowing that she's a black woman and they just said multiracial and is South Asian.
Look.
Boy, that's cold, boy. Woo, that's clever, boy.
Black don't fit. See, being black don't fit the narrative now.
Right. That's clever.
It don't fit the narrative because we're not talking about. You ain't talking about black people. We talking about. So now we have to change the narrative.
Right.
Just once again,
man.
That's why we're not in this article don't say black because she's not black. They know it.
That's right. She's a
sucker.
Damn.
You need racial and political consultations, and the ISUPK will provide it. We will provide that for you.
Man.
Do not come before the priest empty-handed, though. Continue on.
Colonel McCunn. Now, given that she is multiracial and is South Asian, there's an important role that she can play in expressing the need of solidarity among AAPI groups. And Sayu Bojwani, the founder of Women's Democracy Lab, an organization dedicated to supporting women once they've been elected to office. All right. Bojwani said Biden's role is also critical in denouncing the attacks as an act of terrorism and as stemming from white supremacy. Okay. Quote, this is not just stopping AAPI hate. This is about stopping white terrorism and white nationalism, she said.
Well, listen. If Asians really wanted to stop white supremacy, Asians have an embassy.
Right.
The Chinese have an embassy. The Koreans have an embassy. Why in the hell do you need us to be the front runner?
Right.
Why do you need us to stick our neck out and be? Hey, listen, you guys call up Xi Jinping or whatever the hell they call this up over there in China. Call him up.
Right.
He got nuclear missiles. They got economic market.
Right.
You understand? Don't they make Nikes? You understand? Don't they make Reebok?
Right.
The hell you need us for?
Right.
You want to use us on the bottom, use us as political fodder for your damn social fight. The hell with that. Fix your own goddamn problem.
That's right.
Pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Good night. That's
you know
right.
What I'm saying?
That's right.
Pull yourself up by your chop, whatever the hell you got. Whatever the hell you got, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Come.
You went up there and crushed a couple of fortune cookies, and now you want to sit here and holler.
Damn.
You understand?
Good night.
They was having sex with him, okay?
That's right.
Those women they was having sex with him. Let's just keep it real. It wasn't a hate crime. It was a love crime. It was a crime of passion.
That's right.
See, they want to change the narrative. Mayor Bottoms, like I said before, they asked Mayor Bottoms in the press conference, was sex involved? She said she's not going to. She declined to speak on that and said, I'm not going to talk about that. I want to focus on the victims of the family.
Damn.
Sex was involved, okay?
Right.
All right?
Right.
He shot up some hoes. and I'm not saying what he did. What he did was wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't condone violence. But you got to stop trying to hide the truth. You understand? He shot up, shook me, and dumb hoes.
That's right.
That's what he did.
Man.
They was in there having sex, and they know they was up in there having sex.
Right.
Every pimp in Atlanta know that the Asian track is the spa. Every pimp in Atlanta know that.
Damn.
Okay? Every cat that's out there they're dealing with prostitutes. If you know the Asian community, that's how they get theirs off. That's how they cover theirs. They cover theirs with the spas.
Damn.
You understand? That's what they do. That's their track. The spas. You understand? So you ain't fooling us. You understand? You act like we ain't never been out in the streets before.
Right.
You act like you went in the world. We know what the hell going on in goddamn spas, man.
Right.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Right.
Let's be real, man.
Right. And you should
I
know.
don't even talk on how the hell this became a goddamn international issue over a damn whole house getting shot up.
And Cap, they should know anyway, because when you drive by the spa at nighttime, here we go, y'all. They got the purple ultraviolet light in the window. Let me stop.
Come on, man.
They got the purple
and listen, they operate past certain hours.
Right.
These spas operate. Some of these spas operate 24 hours, man. And what you know? And listen, this during the pandemic now.
Man, 5%.
Come on, man. You know what's going on. Some of them, the windows are tinted.
Right, 5% tint.
Like you know what the hell going on up in that, man.
Yeah, they know.
Once again, all kind of code violations going on. You know why? Because they know what's going on in that community.
That's right.
They don't want the microscope. Which is why they don't really talk about in depth of the investigation. They don't want the microscope to really get on these Asian spas. So all they say is stop Asian hate. Well, let's stop Asian prostitution. Did you want to talk about that?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I thought so. They don't want to talk about that. You understand? Come on, man. We can get up off of this, too. I'm sick of Chameleon Harris.
Right, Chameleon.
I'm sick of Kama Sutra Harris.
Come on, y'all. Let's go to the next one. All right, Kat, where you want to go? Good night. We got Rachel Dolezal. You want to deal with her? We got.
Oh my goodness. Oh my. She was the forerunner for Kamala Harris.
Right.
She was a forerunner. She was. Let me tell you something. Rachel Dolezal was like the John the Baptist of the transracial movement. She was a forerunner for what was to come.
Oh man.
This bitch was the George. Excuse my language. She was the George Washington of the transracial movement.
Yeah, there you
know
go. Yeah.
She was a forerunner.
All right, yeah, we'll go ahead.
Let's move on, brother.
All right, this is Rachel Dolezal. All right, says she counseled her white privilege in the new documentary about Black Beauty. Okay, she canceled the documentary. So
now you see this. Now whoever helped her make this documentary needs to be. If they black, they need to be excommunicated from black people.
Right, that's right, Cap. Yeah.
They need to be excommunicated from black people in general, man.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? What? To be excommunicated for even trying to even come with this nonsense like this. I don't even want to talk about it. Let's go to the next. Let's deal with this number story number 5. I'm so sick of this. I know I'm in the fifth chamber right now.
Come on. All right, we'll go ahead and deal with we can get Derek Jackson. You want to deal with Derek? Two-sided Derek?
Let's deal with him. Let's deal with him, man.
All right, Conor McCon, yeah. We're going to deal with Derek Jackson, all right? Derek Jackson, alleged mistress, claims he contacted her after the video with his wife. Yes, he did. This brother right there.
Hold on. We're going to talk about it. Look, everybody talked about this story right here.
Right.
Everybody in the black community is talking about this story. And why? Why are they talking about this story? Because this is a hot topic. And let me tell you something else. This cat here, a self-proclaimed relationship expert, built his career off of bashing black men who had more than one woman, I believe. Am I correct?
You're exactly right, sir.
Someone in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't really follow this cat, but I did a little research and started. A lot of black women were following this cat, man.
Right.
And a lot of them, they viewed him as the, you know what I'm saying, the quintessential black man, you know what I'm saying, for a lot of these single women, single mothers, and women whose relationship failed, they listen to people like him.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's right.
So now, he got caught up in a scandal for having another woman, you know what I'm saying, on the side, while he's bashing other men, saying that it's wrong for another man to have another woman. Now, who does that sound like? It sounds like IUIC.
It does. Conor McCon.
That's what that sounds like. It sounds like a organization that proclaims to say they only have one wife, which we all know that's a lie.
Right.
You understand? They just a congregation full of Derek Jackson. But let's stick to the topic before I divert.
Right. Conor McCon. All right, so Derek Jackson, alleged mistress, claimed he contacted her after the video with his wife, okay? If you thought the situation with relationship expert Derek Jackson and his wife couldn't get any messier, think again. If you recall, it was vlogger. It was vlogger. What's the name? Tasha K. That was her name, Tasha K. Who exposed Jackson for his extramarital affairs, and giving all the advice.
And if I could, that woman, Tasha K. Her channel then exploded. She went from, I think a couple of days ago, like last week, she was at 500,000.
She in the millions now.
500,000 views. She about to clear 1 million views off of this right here.
That's right.
Because this scandal right here, and let me tell you, and the reason why I'm talking about this, because a lot of women, sometimes we follow these trending topics because the discussion on relationships is really, a lot of black people are talking about this right now. Black women, especially black women.
Right.
This is something that they call it the T. They're talking about this, and black men should really, really pay attention to this, and I'm going to tell you why.
Yep.
Because the best, this is what ISUPK,
yep,
we deal with relationships, advice, and all that in here. And the best relationship advice you can get is in the Bible. It's in the Bible.
Yep.
The Bible sets the parameters of what a marriage should be, what a relationship should be, what a family should be. But when you listen to people like this who pander to women, and listen, that's exactly what these churches do. These churches pander to these women, these broken women, and don't tell them the truth. They lie to them. And then when the truth come out, the women are heartbroken in most cases.
Yeah.
They angry, but you'd be surprised. A lot of women will still buy this cat book and do all these things because they want to believe the lie.
Right.
You understand? They want to believe the lie. Now, of course, we know in here a man can have more than one woman. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
You understand? It's lawful for a man to be able to have more than one woman. But check this out. The thing is, in here, we don't lie about it. You understand? A woman knows exactly what she gonna get when she come up in here. You understand? Unlike your church. You understand? And and let me tell you something else too. This cat hit Derrick Jackson. He was big, and he was all up in the church.
Right.
His wife, they all up in that church, man.
That's right.
You understand? They deep in the church. Matter of fact, this right here is hurting his brand. It's hurting his brand real bad because the word is they saying that he had some kind of deal up to $100,000 deal with TD Jakes.
Damn. Well,
that's what the word is. So he's trying to scramble and do everything he can to try to stop all these women that he's messing with from coming out. And you know they're going to extort him. They probably say, you give me $1 million, I won't say nothing. They probably trying to get every penny they out of him right now.
Damn.
You understand? Continue on, brother.
Come on. Good night. So now, if you recall, it was vlogger Tasha, all right, Tasha K, who exposed Jackson and his extramarital affairs, and given all the advice Jackson had doled out over the years. It made national headlines. Later, Jackson, in a video with his wife, admitted to the affair and shared that God was helping them work through his. But Tasha K dropped another bombshell. The story is far from over, y'all. Okay. In the days since, Jackson and his wife, Dania, came forward, acknowledging his affair. His alleged mistress told Tasha K that he's still been reaching out to her. Okay. The alleged mistress also told Tasha K that she was pregnant with Derrick's child last year. Okay. Those of you who have been following this story may recall that the alleged mistress claimed that she knew Jackson was married, but thought he and his wife were separated. She told Tasha K at the end of November, earlier December.
And if I could, a lot of these women need to stop lying too. They don't get off the hook either.
Right.
They be knowing a lot of women know that these men be having other women. Okay.
Right.
Like stop with theatrics. Let's stop it.
Yep.
You understand? It's time for us to come out and just keep it real with each other, man. You understand?
Right.
And these women be having social media. They know they be knowing these men be having a wife. You understand? Have more than one woman. They know they ain't the only one.
Right.
You understand? That's what be going on. These women be lying to themselves, man. You understand? They be sitting there lying to themselves. But this is what goes on. But this whole thing came out. The Lord exposed. The Lord had this come out because this cat, how he accelerated to his height was bashing black men.
That's right.
And down in black men. You understand? When he was doing the same damn thing. That's called the hypocrite.
Damn.
That's what that's called in the Bible. When you go ahead and doing this. And so now they dragging him all up now on social media. And I saw one video where he said he blamed God. He was mad at God. And that's what made him do this.
Boy.
Now, let me tell you something, man.
Boy.
And this is why Christianity and Christians, they don't want to be held to account. They don't want to be held accountable.
Right.
You understand? He could have just came out as a man and said, I wanted to have sex with her because I wanted to have sex with her. Don't hide behind religion, but that is what these Christians do, which is why you seeing these women. And let me tell you something else. They ain't just talking about relationships right now. These women now, because of him and what he said about the church, they going to the church now too. Oh, yeah. They going at the church. They saying, well, how could he be in the church and do all these things where it must be something wrong with the church? They even get mad. The same women he told to leave their husbands now is telling his wife to leave him. You see? This is why you got to be careful. You reap what you sow. You do these things, and it's going to come back. The Lord said he's a just God. And he know who's real and he know who's fake. IUIC, he know who's real and know who's fake.
That's right.
You understand? Continue on, bro.
Come. Here we go. Just like you just said, Cap. The story goes on. It says, she told Tasha K at the end of November, early December, I found out I was pregnant. I told him off top, I don't want any children right now. I'm 32 and I don't want kids right now. And he went through his emotional kind of thing as if he gave a F. But I'm pretty sure now that I'm looking, it was just an act. Okay, first of all, she didn't want no children. She should have been having sex. That's another thing. Anyway, now, he was like, this is what Derek Jackson said. He was like, I don't want you to terminate the pregnancy, right? I finally found out about her, Jackson's wife, around the time that I came up pregnant. Now my understanding was, yes, they were married, but they had been separated for at least a year and a half, going on 2 years. It was hard for him to get in contact with her so he could serve her papers because he said she was in a different state. Okay, she told Tasha she told Tasha that the two have still been in contact with one another. The last time I seen Derek was on the 18th of March last week. Given how much he and his wife's speech focused on God, Tasha wanted to know if he shared those types of conversations with his alleged mistress as well. She said, quote, he talks about self-control. He doesn't go into God. That's why it was so crazy when I hear him saying he's supposed to be in line with God. He doesn't talk like that. That's not him.
Hold on.
Got him.
Hold on.
Busted.
Hold on.
Boom.
Hold on. Can you say that again, brother? See, this is why we tell you these Christians are disgusting.
Faking the funk, boy.
These Christians are disgusting.
That's right.
Look, and listen, she know, trust and believe, she know what kind of man he is.
Yeah.
She said, but he don't talk with. Can you read that again, brother?
Come. She said he talks about self-control. He doesn't go into God. That's why it's so crazy when I heard him saying he was supposed to be in line with God. He doesn't talk like that. That's not him. That is something he just picked up. Usually he's talking about investing or talking about money. He has never came to me religiously. This is a new Derek.
He's talking about what?
He's talking about investing and money.
About?
Investing and money.
And
right?
that, my brothers and sisters, is the bottom line with people like you.
Damn.
And that's the church's bottom line. They care nothing about God. They care nothing about your relationship. They care nothing about the welfare of the people. All they care about is this is what goes on in this church, man.
Wow.
He's trying to hide behind that cross. He's trying to hide behind that white Jesus. That's what he's trying to do. And she called him out on it, man. Let me tell you something. Demons get personal. Demons get personal. And they know who you are.
Right.
They know.
Ooh-wee.
That's why the demons respected Christ and his authority. They know who you are. They know if you're real or if you're fake. They know. You can try to pretend and all that and say, well, all this Christian talk and all this, I was saved and I turned my life over to Christ, but the demons know.
That's right.
Those familiar spirits are familiar. They know who you are.
That's right.
You can try to sit here and play
Man.
and try to sit here and play with this thing and try to play with the Lord and play with the Bible, but they know who you are.
Got him.
That's why the Lord said you got to come to him in spirit and in truth.
That's it.
Because he will reveal who you are.
Damn.
And it's sad, but it's so true. He got revealed to the world.
Just like that, in a
All
snap
these
of a
women-
finger.
Look, and listen, they got it was damn near idol worship what the women did from what I'm hearing, how they looked at him.
Right, and if I may add,
he's
Cap.
6'5", muscular. He's saying all the things they want to hear.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, just real quick. I mean, and if you notice, he did all of the, I don't want to say interviews, but he always did those, talking and those speeches. He always did it in his car. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just assuming, like everyone he did, he was in his car. So I'm just going to assume, Cap, that he was either leaving one girl's house and going to another girl's house, because he always did them in his car. Salaki.
Oh, listen, he guess what? He did a lot of things in his car.
Right.
You know
That's
what
what
I'm
I'm saying. Yeah.
He did a lot of things in his goddamn car. He did more than driving his car.
That's right.
You understand?
Man.
But nonetheless, the thing is, if he was being taught right, he would know how to go about this situation. With more than one woman.
That's right.
You understand? There's nothing wrong with him having more than one woman, but how you go about it and the way he dealt it, he was dealing in. I mean, it was deceit. It was put out hypocrisy because for what he was doing, he was bashing black men openly.
Damn.
That's the talk I'm hearing about this cat. Someone correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. But this is what he built his platform off of.
And the women were taking up for him. And the women were taking up for him.
Right, and it was other black men who what they consider cheating on their wife or had another woman. He would say that he had no sympathy. There was one video.
That's right.
Where he said he had no sympathy for a man who now he wants sympathy.
Damn.
You see that? You see how the tables are flipped on this man, and then now he want to say he want to hide behind, and they going at that church. Right. Oh, they going at that church. And they found out what church he in, what church his wife in. They call it a cult. I mean, they going all the way. Go ahead, brother.
And I mean, I'm going in on a post that you had left because you proved with the post that you posted, right? That the men and the women are being, hypocritical on both sides, because you posted something that was so heavy. You said the women who are taking up for Derrick Jackson or forgiving him, right, didn't even do that with their own men who they were with. And that's being a hypocrite. Like, a lot of them are saying, oh, well, he's saying he with God now. Y'all forgive him. But you didn't do that when your man supposedly messed over you with another woman. That was heavy. You brought that out. Okay, I just had to say that. Yeah, that's heavy.
No, it's so heavy because women don't, like, we don't look in the mirror. And the Bible is like a mirror. When you start to really, you take Christianity out of the Bible and you start to really read these scriptures and understand, it's like a mirror. It's going to show you who you are.
Yeah, it is.
But a lot of these women, they want to break the mirror for it's doing its job. Don't break the mirror for the mirror doing its job. A mirror is going to show exactly what's in front of it.
Yeah.
You can't look in the mirror and say, I hate what I see, so I'm going to break the mirror. No, you have to change what's in front of the mirror.
That's right. That's right.
It's just showing you a reflection of who you are. And a lot of these women, quote unquote, trying to have a come to Jesus moment because they saying, a lot of them saying, well, if this man who told me all the things that I wanted to hear gets caught doing the things that other men do, well, damn it, it must be natural for a man to be able to be polygamous, or what's the word? Being non-monogamous.
Right.
They coming to the reality of it. Most of them are. A lot of them still holding on to that a man can't have more than one woman. But a lot of these women, they getting ready to say, look, well, hell, it must be natural for a man to have one if he chooses.
Right.
You understand?
That's right.
So there's all kind of discussions going on.
That's right.
Because of this whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
And it's discussions going on in the church. Because women now are coming out and saying, well, my pastor did the same thing. They are coming out saying my pastor did exactly what Derrick Jackson is doing. Because they know. Satan will tell you a lot. Now, am I saying everything that he said wasn't true? I haven't heard all his videos. But the pandering and trying to seduce these women into buying a book or selling one of his shows or whatever the hell he was doing, that goes on right there.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You got to be careful. You got to be careful who you listen to and who you idolize.
Damn.
This is what they've done. And now, they seen him now. He fell from grace now in this whole situation.
Damn.
And trust and believe, that sister Tasha, that woman Tasha K, she got more dirt on him. You better believe that.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She got more dirt. They say he done went and got a gag order. And when you talk about a gag order, that means the courts is involved. So ain't no telling what's going on. They attacking the wife. I mean, this thing right here done got messy. But you seeing the women who the feminists done got involved. I mean, you listen to all these conversations. This is one thing I can say that I like about the internet. And you get to see what black people's mindset and their argument.
Mm-hmm.
You get to see what kind of woman, you get to know, you know what I'm saying, the woman who's the hoe, the woman who's genuinely trying to find a man. You get to see the woman who's looking to try to have the come up or what they consider the level up, all these different phrases. You get to see who's who. You understand? Everyone is talking. And you get to hear everyone's viewpoint about these things, and the Lord, of course, shows you where they stand in these situations. And you get to really see exactly why women go get to 40, 50 years old without a man. You get to see that.
That's real.
In a lot of these discussions.
Yep.
You get to see women living a promiscuous life in a lot of these discussions. So you get to understand who's who when these type of situations come out, because this is tied to women and what they look for in a man.
Yep.
You understand? And how easy that it is to manipulate a woman. It is very easy to manipulate a woman, brothers and sisters.
That's right.
It's very easy. These sisters don't want to admit it. All he had to do was tell you what you wanted to hear.
Damn.
And you was hook, line, and sinker. How you think he got those women that he slept with?
Damn.
Because he told them what they wanted to hear. But you get mad at Commander Juliana when he tells you what you don't want to hear. But what you don't want to hear is what you need to hear.
That's right.
That's the difference.
Yeah, I'm right.
That's the difference, man.
Yep.
A real man that loves you is going to tell you what you don't want to hear. He ain't going to tell you what you want to hear all the time.
Man, that's real, man.
He going to say, nah,
Right.
I'm going to be honest with you. This is what's going on. Now, he going to tell you nice things because he loves you, but he also going to tell you the inconvenient truth. Shout out to Gazak God.
That's
He's
right.
going to tell you the inconvenient truth sometimes. Sometimes
Right.
the truth is inconvenient.
That's right.
You understand?
Good night.
But it's better when you know that. Would you rather have it that way, or would you rather be blasted on social media with it?
Damn.
Like he did his wife? You understand? And he tried to hide behind his wife. He put his wife out there. Only that he should have left her out of it. He should have stepped up and said, I'm going to deal with this.
Damn.
Now she's getting all kind of messages. This is what Christianity is, man. It
That's
never
it.
take responsibility, man.
That's it.
You understand? So Derek Jackson, there's a correlation between Derek Jackson and IUIC. There's a group out there called IUIC that wear number purple.
Right.
Purple and gold, claiming they Hebrew Israelites, lying, saying they have only one wife. And we know that's not true.
That's right.
We know that's not true. And you know it's not true.
Damn.
And your wife knows it's not true because she told us it's not true.
Right.
You understand? Be a man, goddammit.
That's it.
Stand up and be a man.
Yep.
You understand? If a woman if she gonna roll, let her roll. Be a man. Stand up.
Yep.
You understand? Stop lying to these women.
Damn
Tell them
right.
the truth. They're gonna hate you. Let me tell you one thing I think about this.
right.
I thank the Lord about this. I thank the Lord about the ISUPK, man. Because guess what, man? Like, a lot of people gonna hate you for telling the truth. But guess what? You gotta learn to embrace that hate. Over the years, when I first came into the truth, it was a struggle. But after a while, I learned to embrace the hate.
That's it.
If you're gonna make me a villain, I'm gonna be the best. I'm gonna be the best villain. You understand? I'm gonna embrace the hate, which is why I'm reporting live from hell.
That's it.
A lot of you told me to go to hell. Well, I'm here now.
Right.
And I'm in the fifth chamber.
Right.
And I'm still reporting
And
to
still
you.
reporting. Right. Yeah. Good night. Yeah, we gonna get some more. All right.
You gotta learn to embrace that, man. You gotta learn to take that and move. Go ahead, brother.
Gunna McCon. Now he goes on. He say, lastly, she shared that quite a few of Jackson's relationship videos were actually filmed in front of her house. All right. Oh man. Oh man. He go, quote, "I have never been in this house. I've never been to a penthouse or anything. He always came to my home." Okay. Slocky. It says, if you look in all of his videos that he has uploaded, my front balcony is in the back of his videos. It's the white arches, your arches. That's my home. Now, lastly, Tasha K posted text messages between Jackson and the mistress in which she confronted him about still being actively married to his wife and even recording the videos of him apologizing to his fans. In the alleged messages, Jackson writes, quote, "Babe, I understand things are crazy right now. I get it. If you allow me to explain the situation to you, I will," unquote. Now, Jackson alleged that because he declined an interview with a blogger, she was on a smear campaign to ruin his reputation. He claims that he has nothing to hide and has been honest with the alleged mistress. The woman responded, "Derek, you lied about everything. Two women claim they had an affair with you. I didn't know nothing about this until you called. Now you're doing videos with your wife, the chick you said you didn't want to marry, and haven't seen her in months, etc. Don't contact me ever again." Jackson,
Let me tell you something.
boy, he caught up. He caught up.
These women, they're not gonna respect you, man.
Damn.
You sitting around lying to them all
They
the time.
not. They gonna put you on blast, boy.
They
gonna
not,
put you
man.
on blast, man. Golly.
They're gonna know, and with all them muscles, and how big you is, they're not gonna look at you as a man if you sitting there lying to them.
Man, real talk, man.
They're not gonna look at you as a man.
Right, night.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like he's saying this and saying that. They're gonna be like, what the hell is this? Not like now in the UPK, of course, we gonna just tell you. You say, look, this is what's going on, yada yada yada. You may, Powell get upset, but guess what? You going one thing you can say about over here, we gonna keep it real and honest with you over here.
Yeah, real
and
talk.
our women respect us for it over here.
Yep.
You understand? Our women respect us over here.
That's right.
Because we're gonna be honest about this thing, and we gotta be honest in our relationships, man.
Damn.
We gonna have a marriage. We can't be doing this. Like, we gotta be honest with each other. But the thing is, they're not in the truth. They're not in the truth. They're not getting the proper counsel. This brother could fix this whole situation if he got proper counsel from the ISUPK.
Damn. Well,
He'd be able to fix. A lot of these marriages would be fixed if they got proper counsel and they listen to the proper counsel in the ISUPK. A lot of them would.
Right.
But the ones that don't want to listen, they fail. Those marriages fail, and they end up in all kind of crap like this. And so now here he is. He's trying to, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to still cover up stuff and do all different kind of stuff. Been lying to the women.
Man.
He's been lying to women all along. And then ain't got caught up in some scandal stuff. You understand? And best believe they're gonna extort him. If it's any other woman, they're gonna say, you gotta pay me to shut up. Which is why the Bible says, beware of all whoredom.
Man.
You have to beware. You understand? Because there's a catch.
Boy.
Beware of all whoredom.
Damn. Real talk.
Now this cat here, and ain't no telling how this is gonna affect his wife. Ain't no telling how it's gonna affect him or her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for sure, you better believe the Christian church, they got some explaining to do with this situation.
Right.
Because they sit up in these churches and they say they know how to fix marriages. These Christian churches can't fix no damn marriage.
Hell no.
You think the Christian church can fix marriage?
Hell
you,
no.
You out your damn mind, man.
Absolutely not.
You know the Christian church can't fix marriages. That's why your parents' marriages failed.
Right.
Because the Christian church couldn't fix it.
Yeah.
They sit up in there and you pay them all that money, and they make all these books and all these movies about how the diary of a man, black woman, and to act like a woman, think like a man. All these quote unquote self-help books, and none of them work because none of them is sincere.
Damn.
None of them is authorized by the Lord.
Boy.
Your life is the best precept you can pull. You understand?
Good night.
You have to live what you speak, man. And he was saying this stuff. He was only doing it to build his platform. And now look at what happened. Now look at his platform now. And it's going to be the same thing with these Christian churches and these fake Israelite groups. It's going to be the same goddamn thing. You watch.
Damn.
You watch. You understand? You about to see Derrick Jackson 2.0 in a minute.
Damn. You out of there.
You understand? You're going to see that, man. So this is what he got going on, man. So I just want to touch on that, man. I know we at the top of the time.
Oh no, we're going. We're going to 10:15, Cap. We got time for one more.
Oh, okay. Okay, all right. Well, let's go ahead and crank it up then.
Con. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. Listen, y'all. And listen, what are you gonna do? Go to TD Jakes? I mean, for advice. I mean, that's gonna be the one to give me advice. I mean, I can hit TD Jakes right now. What you need to do, brother? What you need to do? Okay, you got a purple shirt? You got a purple shirt? A sweater? Okay, cool, sweater. Put on your purple sweater. Put on your purple sweater. And then go to, like, come on, man. Listen, man, it's not about the looks and what you see what I'm saying? It's about the hearts of men, meaning your mind, man. You're going to have to do exactly what Cap say, man. Ain't no way around it, man. You're going to have to get consultation from the ISUPK, or you're going to turn into, a muscle-bound man into a little wimpy weakling of a boy. That's what you're looking like, man. Asking women, let me explain, and they don't have no respect for you, man. None. All right, Cap, which one you want to get in? We got the Jersey classmates told black student to pick my cotton. What the hell is going on here? We got
Oh yeah, we can go to that one. We can go to story number 8. We can go to Let's go to story number 8.
Okay, come. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a very, very good one. All right, y'all, story number 8. All right, good Lord. Listen, man. Man. Let's go ahead and get it, y'all. Story number 8 reads as such: they aren't who they think they are. Simple as that. They aren't who they think they are, all right? This is the first thing you need to know about Pete Newman.
What is it? It said they aren't who you think they are.
That's
They're
right.
Talking about the Christian church.
Right. Come. They aren't who they think they are. All right. The first thing you need to know about Pete Newman is that people loved him. He has olive skin, dark hair, thick eyebrows that generated good-natured unibrow teasing. Girls wanted to date him. Guys wanted to be him, and children wanted to follow him. He was
Who did that sound like? That sound like almost who we just got through talking about.
Right. Yeah,
Derrick,
right.
Satan knows how to market.
Damn.
Now, let me tell you something. I want to stick on that IUIC situation too, because how do you build a congregation class? Tell them what they want to hear. Tell women what they want to hear.
Yeah.
How do you get an organization full of women and up in there, you know what I'm saying, full of women who you tell them that, guess what? You can only have one, they only have one
wife.
A man can only have one wife. That's what
right.
they want to hear.
That's right.
And then dress it up as being Hebrew Israelite culture.
Damn.
You understand? They know how to market. Satan knows how to market. He's an expert marketer, a person that does advertising. He's expert. Continue on.
Con, but that's heavy. Expert marketing. Now it says, let me get over here, y'all. All right, so it says he was a camp director at Kanakuk Camps, one of the largest Christian camps in the world. Kanakuk is an immense operation. Since its founding in 1926, it claims to have serving more than 450,000 campers. Its main campus is located outside of Branson, Missouri, but it has international reach. Every summer, approximately 20,000 kids pass through these gates, and the institution is particularly prominent with the evangelical elite. Here we go. Now, Newman was the camp's rock star. He was the camp's rock star. He was a person who went to Auburn University and Auburn University, with Newman said memorably, right? If Jesus and Pete walked into a room, I'm not sure who the kids would have worshiped. Pete Newman.
Now, hold on.
I'm done, man.
Did you hear that?
I'm done, man. It's cap,
Did
man.
you hear that? Once again, this is what we talk about when we talk about idolatry.
Damn, man.
You understand?
Boy.
They don't believe God's word. They believe someone who claims they represent God, who's not even speaking His word.
Damn.
They're more concerned about star power.
Right.
They're more concerned about flashy and the star power. This is what Satan understands about the carnal-minded person.
Damn.
Christians are carnal-minded.
Right.
They like what feels good, what tastes good, what smells good, what sounds good. So Satan knows that you are basing your decisions off of your five senses.
Damn.
Not a spiritual concept, but a carnal concept.
Man.
He's basically saying that they would listen to him over Jesus.
Boy.
Keep going.
Good night. So now, Pete Newman is the most thorough relationship builder with kids in Cook history. Cook Chief Executive Officer Joe White once said, "This guy has a raging love for God, and it spills over constantly to the kids at camp." Now, White himself, I bet it do.
Yeah. I bet it do spill over to the kids. I bet it do.
Good night. So White himself has long been a popular, charismatic figure in America evangelicalism. We reached out to White, and he declined to comment. He has inspired intense devotion from campers, employees, and parents. Outside of camp, he's known for a particular and vivid public presentation where he builds and carries a cross on stage to illustrate the crucifixion of Christ. Okay. The example has come from a 2015 convocation at Liberty University. Cook and White promoted Newman relentlessly, both within the organization and to the public at large. Newman rose through the ranks from camp counselor to camp director. It sent him on the road to recruit campers and to raise money. According to the former members of the camp community, parents would sometimes compete for a coveted honor, right? Coveted honor, hosting Newman in their homes. Okay, he was also a super predator. Okay, he groomed and abused boys in their own homes. He groomed and abused boys at camp. In fact, he abused boys across the world. On June 9th, 2010, he pleaded guilty to 7 counts of sexually abusing boys. He received a sentence of 2 life terms plus 30 years. His guilty plea was but the tip of a terrible iceberg. A civil complaint alleges that there were at least 57 victims, but the prosecutor in this case estimates that the real number could be in the hundreds. The true dimensions of the worst Christian sex abuse scandal you've ever heard of, have long been largely unknown. Newman's initial arrest and sentencing received little media attention. Few reporters knew about the camp size or importance. They were unfamiliar with Joe White.
Now you see this?
Right.
You have a serious rapist.
Damn.
But once again, he knows what the people. Let me tell you something.
Damn.
If you know what the people want, if you know what the people like to hear, you can get rich. See, a lot of people say, well, you know what? The Christian church, they got a lot of numbers. They're growing. I even heard those purple homosexuals, IUIC, say, they got a lot of numbers. We got a lot of numbers. We're growing.
Yeah.
Of course you would grow if you told everybody what they wanted to hear.
Right.
Who wouldn't
Damn
grow?
lie. That's right.
And she told people what they wanted to hear.
Damn.
Who wouldn't get rich? You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
This is what these Christians do, brothers and sisters. That's why the Bible says, broad, get that scripture where it says, broad is the way to destruction.
Kind of kind.
That is what they do. This is a broad way. And it was coveted to have this man to be with their children.
That's right.
Meanwhile,
7 and 12.
he was a serious rapist.
That's right.
He was a serial child molester. These parents, let me tell you something, which is why you need a man in the house. And you need a man of the Lord in the house, man.
Damn.
Ain't no telling how many of our children that he molested. But you got rich black people who want to send their kids to these Christian retreats and these Christian camps. And they said they have kids getting molested, man. You know what I'm saying? Thinking they getting closer to Christ.
Yeah.
That boy ain't going up there to get closer to Christ. He's getting closer to a homosexual.
Damn.
A serious rapist. You want your son to get closer to Christ, you bring him to Hebrew Academy.
That's right.
You want him to understand manhood, you bring him to Hebrew Academy.
That's right, Cap. That's right.
We're going to show him how to get closer to Christ. We're going to show him how to be a man. We're going to shape him into a man. That's what we're going to do. You bring your sons to Hebrew Academy. You enroll them in here. You enroll your daughters in here. They're going to learn how to be women in here. They're going to learn how to cook, how to clean, how to properly practice good hygiene and all those things that a woman's supposed to do. They ain't learning in that damn church, and don't tell me I'm lying. Continue on, my brother.
Khan, this is Matthew chapter 7, verses 13 and 14, and it reads, Enter ye at the strait gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Khan.
Well, you know what? You know why broad? Because it's wide. It's for everybody to come in.
Right.
It's what everybody wants to hear. It's what everybody wants to see.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants to experience. But that way is the way to destruction. That's the way to death. You understand? Narrow is the gate to life. This is the narrow path in the ISUPK. Why do you think they call us a hate group? They call us a hate group, but call him a love group. They call them the Christian church that God love everybody. They ain't molesting everybody's children.
Damn.
You see the difference? You see?
Boy.
It's an age of deception. The truth now is called hate speech. That's how you know who's running this system. Continue on, brother.
Come. And many there be which go in thereat. Verse 14. Because strait is the gate, and narrow is the way, which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it.
You understand? You know why it's few that be that find it? Because it's only a few that's gonna hear something that they don't like, but gonna accept it.
Right.
And gonna roll with it.
That's right.
Only a few. You understand?
Whoa,
the brothers, the men you see up in here, we heard something that was rough.
Yep.
And we were told about ourselves.
Yep.
We were corrected. We were chastised in the spirit.
Damn right.
We were mortified in the spirit.
Good night.
You understand?
Yep.
We had to accept that correction, sharp correction in most cases.
Yep.
Things we had to throw away that we didn't want to throw away.
Good
People
night.
we had to be away from that we didn't want to be away from.
Yep.
But it made us a better man. It made us a better woman.
That's right.
That's what we did in here. And we found out what life is about.
Damn right, Cap.
You understand?
Damn right.
Our lives are a lot peaceful now. You understand?
That's right.
We have integrity.
Right.
We have some function about ourselves, man. That's what the straight gate do. You understand? Not afraid of dying no more. You understand? That's
right.
what living in Christ is, man. Like this place here, the Christian church needs to be shut down. You understand? It's the perfect place where they launder money, they do all kind of evil, and it's all under the guise of Christianity.
Right.
You understand? Which is why we say it's the mark of the beast. all those children will be able to be molested in that church. But God is there. You understand?
Right.
And you know it. You out there listening in silent space, you know it without a shadow of a doubt what we're saying is true. You know it. Continue on, my brother.
I'm all right. Well, we got 15, but I mean, verse 15 says, beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing.
There we go.
But inwardly, they are raving wolves. There you go, Cap.
That's what the Christian church is.
That's
what IUIC is.
That's right.
They come to you in soft clothes. Sheep clothes mean soft. It look like they harmless.
Right, purple.
But they raving in wolves.
Right.
If they wasn't raving in wolves, they wouldn't. Joel Morgan would still be alive right now. She would still be alive right now. You understand? Marriages would still be together right now in their organization. They wouldn't raving in wolves.
Man.
But this is what goes on, man. Once again, the deception. Well, why do the wolf got sheep clothing on? Because he knows how to make you put your guard down. Once again, he knows how to advertise.
That's right.
When Satan presented himself before the Lord in the story of Job, what did he say? The Lord asked him, "Where you coming from?" He said, "From going to and fro, up and down."
That's right. That's right. Wow.
You know what I'm saying? He going all over these places, and guess what? He know how to market. You understand? How is he? He's on the internet right now. He ain't just on the streets, he on the internet. And a lot of you are friends with his Facebook page. A lot of you are friends are liking his Instagram account and sharing his Instagram account. You understand?
Yep.
That's what's going on in these churches, man. If Satan giving this report right now like he did back then with Job, the Lord asking him, where you coming from? I'm on Instagram. I got 100 likes. I got 1 million likes. I got 1 million followers. I'm on Facebook. He tapped in. Man. All the way in.
Man.
You got a lot of people following him. This is why we tell you, brothers and sisters, you better get rooted in this truth, man. You better get rooted in this truth. Because situations like this have destroyed people's lives, and trust and believe, it's going to destroy more people's lives.
Man.
Because he come now but to steal, kill, and destroy. That's his purpose.
Right. Damn.
That's his purpose. You understand? So this is just one of many stories that we're reading about, and more is going to come out, man.
That's right,
This scandal is so big in these churches, they're going to come out and it's going to shock you. It is going to shock you. You're going to be like, damn, the UPK was right all along.
That's right.
You're going to see. You're going to know who the Lord is with. Trust and believe. When it's all said and done, you're going to know who the Lord is with.
That's right.
He's going to show you. He said he ain't the author of confusion, so he's going to show you who he with. You understand? So I want to thank you for having me on the show. Tonight, brother. Thank all our memers and streamers, our longtime listeners, all our supporters, those who support the ISUPK. Make sure you pay your tithes. You can pay your tithes now on the Zelle app and the PayPal. You go to isupk.com. Make sure you do that. Make sure you pay your Passover fund.
That's right.
You got the Passover coming up. What is it, April 24th?
April 24th.
April 24th, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? This year, 2020. That's what 2021.
2021.
You understand?
That's
so
right.
It's going to be in Houston, Texas, man. So
that's right.
You want to make sure you pay your Passover fund, $200. Everyone over 17, make sure you pay your Passover fund. You're going to come there. We're going to have a good time, man. Lamb, unleavened bread, some wine.
Horseback.
We got a special treat for y'all brothers and sisters, man.
That's
you
right.
Know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
No, I said horseback riding for the family and the children. Yeah.
You're going to have, oh, my goodness, man. You're going to have stuff for the kids. You're going to have the horseback riding. You're going to be able to take pictures, man.
Come on,
We're going to have some good music, man. We're going to do it up for the Most High in Christ, man. The Lord's Passover. We're going to remember the Lord giving us a nation, man.
That's right.
Giving us the law, statutes, and commandments, which are our institutions.
That's
not
right.
A building, You understand? But he gave us an institution, laws, statutes, and commandments. That is the foundation of what we're supposed to stand on. That's what gave us, made us separate from other nations.
Right.
Having our own culture. You understand? And the Lord gave us that. You understand? Those are divine laws and judgments that he gave us. You know what I'm saying? For us. So we need to take that back, man, claim it, and do what the Lord say to do. Come out and remember it's a commandment, might I add, for you to be at the Passover.
That's right.
It's a commandment. You understand? So make sure you're there. Get in contact with your camp leader in your city, the nearest city near you, and let's arrange it, man. Let's get together. And also too, just to let everybody know, those who want to remember that Sister Joy Morgan,
right,
that was tragically murdered by an IUIC member in their congregation. We want to give her the proper honor and respect that she deserves. We have T-shirts. Get in contact with ISUPK Nashville. We have T-shirts, Joy Morgan T-shirts, Justice for Joy Morgan. Want to remember that sister in the right way. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, their organization said they want her to rest in peace. She could never rest in peace when she was murdered the way she was murdered, man.
That's right.
We want her to rise again. We're about the resurrection. We want her to rise again, man. You understand? That's what we're about. So make sure you support the ISUPK. Get those shirts, man, out there for a $25 donation. A portion of those proceeds will go to the family. Make sure you do that, brother, in the spirit of brotherhood and sisterhood. I'm Captain Kahan Thamyard, reporting live from hell. I'm out of here. Shalom.
Shalom, Cap. All right, y'all. Well, there you have it, man. Okay? Captain Kahan Thamyard, Priest and Captain 13,000, man, laying it down, man, in the mix, man, for all these brothers and sisters, man, out here. You know, listen, man, this is something that we have to realize what's going on. You know what I'm saying? We have to always support each other. Again, I'm going to echo that sentiment. You have the Passover, April 24th, Slaughter of the Lambs on Thursday as well, the 22nd. Passover is the 24th, y'all, all right? April 24th in Houston, Texas. That address is 14149. Again, 14149 Player Street. You heard it. 14149 Player Street. All right, in Houston, Texas, man. If you have any, misunderstandings or you need to check on anything, have some questions or comments or whatever, the number to call is 832-236-9322. Again, 832, right? 236-9322. All right. And that's it, y'all. Listen, it's another episode of Boot Up and Shut Up Radio. We always come to you live every Sunday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Bringing it to you rough, rugged, and raw like no other, man. Under Commanding General Yohana, man. This is just another outlet, to reach our people, man, and wake them up, okay? So listen, tomorrow you always want to wake up early in the morning. Well, not early, but wake up the morning. And when you wake up in the morning, you got the first thing for you, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Central is Let a Hebrew Speak, hosted by no other than Priest and 12 Shield General Hazayan. And then later on, we have, right after that show, we have Priest and Captain 10,000 Azaniah out of Syracuse, New York. And he will be doing the Hidden Truth Revealed, all right? The Hidden Truth Revealed will be on directly after Let a Hebrew Speak, all right? So it's a two-hour show. Right after that, you got Let a Hebrew Speak. Then the Hidden Truth Revealed, again, by Priest and Captain 10,000 Azaniah, all right, out of Syracuse, New York. So big ups to those brothers and the generals, of course. And right after that, y'all, we have classes. It is a Monday, so it's Scripture Breakdown. And then Scripture Breakdown will take place with Priest and 12 Shield General Mahayaman. That will be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, all right? 2-hour class right there. You can type in your questions, get those questions answered thoroughly, all right? Right after that, we have Black Watch. Black Watch, y'all, hosted by whoever. You know it is. Who? You know who it is. I shouldn't have to say it, man. Listen, man. The most controversial man in America, man. Okay? Commanding General Yohana, man. That's whoever is, all right? Commanding General Yohana, man, in full effect. The leader of the nation of Israel, man. First in charge until Christ returns. It is Black Watch, 9 p.m. Eastern time, 8 p.m. Central. Black Watch is on a new channel, y'all. If you're having trouble getting to it, the Grill Radio Show, it's a new channel, the Black Watch, all right? Black Watch, make sure that you subscribe to Black Watch, like, and share. It'll be live tomorrow, all right? You don't want to miss it, man, all right? The leader of our great nation, Israel, Commanding General Yohana, man, Black Watch, all right? Well, look, y'all, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. Before I get up out of here, I want to thank the Water and the Hebrew for all my brothers and sisters, man, in the chat. I see Barack Yard came in there late, not late, but you came in. What's up, Officer Barack Yard? Officer Thamak Yard in the building as well. I saw you slide in here too. Let me see, Kazak Wana, the rib of Captain Yagarwap. We have Yahweh Yadai and Casio W. Gaines. I appreciate that comment you did. They're afraid of our advancement. You exactly right, brother, all right? And let me see, out of Austin, Texas, you have Kapaba Nath Yahweh in the building as well. I thank all my brothers and sisters for the support. And my brother out of Fort Worth, you know what it is, man. Dallas Camp, man. Uriah, Trooper Uriah, you know what's up, man. All right, so I appreciate all my brothers and sisters in the building. If it was more, it's too many, y'all. I can't just name everybody, but I'll get you all next week, all right? Again, Boot Up or Shut Up Radio. I am Priest and Officer 5000, Awanya Allah. Ban Yahweh Ban Yasha Allah. That concludes the 123rd episode of Boot Up or Shut Up Radio. We'll see you all next Sunday. Same time, man. All right? Same time. Let's get it in, man. Y'all know what it is. Yeah. Boot Up or Shut Up Radio. Live, y'all. Most High in Christ.
ISUPK.
Boot Up or Shut Up Radio live with Priest and Officer 5000 Awanya Allah. Tune in every Sunday night from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time. It's gonna be informative and provocative. Also broadcasted live with Priest and Captain of 13,000. Kahantham Yard will be reporting live from hell, using the Holy Scriptures to bring truth to the blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians in America, the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel. Boot Up or Shut Up Radio live every Sundays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time.
Boot Up or Shut Up Radio. Home of self-mutilation. Whatever verse you pull out the Bible, you gon' cut yourself.